Now, since last several years, whenever I am teaching CIMA strategic case study, I am asking ACCA students for strategic business leader case study to attend these classes. And those who attended these classes, they were all have the same opinion कि sir, I passed the exam or I score good marks only because I attended CIMA strategic case study classes. So for that reason, all the ACCA students, those who are strategic business leader case study students, they all are asked to attend these classes always. Because whenever we talk of case study exam, it is not any study material which we need to refer. There is no syllabus. For case study exam, there is no syllabus. It's very open-ended. Anything can be asked in the exam, and we can't say that it is out of the syllabus. Because maybe the CIMA Institute has released the 3 subjects materials, or maybe ACCA Institute has released the SBL material. But if you refer the past term papers and anything, you will find that there are so many things which are not in any study material. The question is that case study means very open-ended, no syllabus. Anything can be asked to the students, and since normally whether it's CIMA or ACCA, when the students are there, they are through exemption route. Maybe anything which is from the exemption paper can be asked. I'm just giving you tension. But then whatever will be asked will be very, very practical oriented. As far as strategic case study is concerned, maybe in operational or management case study, some technical areas are there. But in strategic case study, everything is very, very open-ended. So as we progress in CIMA case study exams, from operational to management to strategic, in operational level, technical areas are there which are tested in the exam. In management level, less, but some may be tested in the exam. In strategic level, even the technical areas are further less. If anything, they are asking about valuation, mergers, or you can say that maybe relating to IT, any area. They are very, very open-ended, and we can write the answers when we are very practical. If we think that I have not read this question, I have not read this stuff, it will be difficult to give a strategic case study exam and pass the exam. I always say that some basic brush up of, say, in CIMA students E3, P3, F3, or for ACCA student, the SBL classes, some basic brush up should be done so that students can manage. If some technical write-up is there, they will be able to write. For that, what we do or what I say, suppose I will say that in ACCA AFM, Surojit, I taught for AFM around 80 to 90 hours from December till March. That was for, say, CIMA F3 also, because there is same syllabus. Similarly, when I will be teaching from June to September, ACCA APM, that is very much related with CIMA E3 and some portion of P3 also. So I mean to say that if somebody will think that I need to do the entire E3, P3, F3, then in that case they need to study the entire subject fully. There is no shortcut. For each subject, you need to study around 100 to 150 hours. For ACCA students, it's a compulsion because they have to separately give the exam. If you don't pass AFM, if you don't pass APM, you will not be given the membership. But for CIMA students, whether you are an accelerated route, as a chartered accountant, as a CMA, giving the case study exam, or maybe you are through the FLP route, in the FLP route also you don't need to actually give exam for E3, P3, F3. Then we are getting this benefit that since it is a case study exam and not so much relationship with the technical study, we can brush up the concepts. Some brushing up will be required so that we can produce that in the case study exam. That brushing up with the case study material, anyhow I will be doing in the class, because that's the compulsory subject. I have to deal with you if I am, you can say, discussing anything which has some technical relationship. Then I will be discussing from E3, from P3, for F3, whatever the technical areas are there. Normally, when the student join, I specifically personally ask them that you complete the basic classes of ACCA, SBL, or maybe for CIMA student I say E3, P3, F3, which is ACCA, SBL only, which is around 14 to 15 classes of around 2.5 hours to 3 hours each, 50 hours. If the student do those classes, then the technical portion they are able to cover. So in the case study, wherever the technical knowledge will be required, they will be able to manage. But normally it always happens that, I'm not saying that any student is good or bad. The question is that we all are very busy. We all are working, need family to serve. So many responsibilities are there. So normally when the student join, they don't able to complete those classes when I start the case study class. Normally, it's 90% that nobody has done. Don't take tension, because from today also, if you take an oath that I will be giving exam in May, or maybe in ACCA, SBL in June, I can manage. But then you need to follow from now onwards a proper schedule. If now also you will not follow the schedule, then in that case the problems will be there. Then in that case we cannot give May and June exam. Like suppose, just an example, CIMA MCS, the CIMA management case study, assignment for Sunday class I have given. What I have written to them, and the 2 classes are already done with them. The last Sunday and the Tuesday, 2 classes are already done with them, which is communicated to them all. As discussed in the last 2 classes, that you all need to continuously practice in writing, then only we can pass this exam. Write answers for core area A by Friday. Yesterday Friday already gone. And core area B by Sunday. Note, while writing the answers, you can refer Google, ChatGPT, any notes, my notes, YouTube, whatever you want, man, you refer. Just that when you write in your own language. Don't copy from anywhere. And submit the answers in one Word file in your name with font size 11. Because in exam, you cannot change the font size, the software, whatever has, it is 11 font size. So you can refer anything, but then you need to write the answers in your language. We'll share some more notes in some time, I have already shared, but you can start preparing for the assignments. Now, when I asked them, and there are 20 odd students in MCS, and at least 10 times I have already said, even in the group, the WhatsApp group I have created, there also I said, to pass the exam, you have to write the answers. Maybe you are writing wrong. Maybe the rhythm is not there. Maybe it is not good. Not a problem. But if you don't write, it's guaranteed that you cannot pass. How many of them has submitted? Out of 24 students. Out of 20, only 4 students has submitted the answers. That means, how many of them will be giving exam? Obviously 20 will not give. Out of them, say 10 will give. If the exam will give, I already know in advance who will pass or not pass. The question is that it's not that when they will give the exam, later on we come to know. And for writing the answers, it's not that they need to study 5-6 hours in a day. They need to study regularly 2 hours. Maybe 2.5 hours max. That suppose I have given relating to core area A 4 questions. For questions, they will do research, they will see some video, they will do some Google search, whatever they want to do. That will take half an hour, 1 hour maybe. And for writing the answers, 30 to 40 minutes. So for 4 questions, if they do research and then write the answers, it will take around 3 to 4 hours. For core area B, it's again 3 to 4 hours. So 8 hours. I am asking every day 2.5 hours study. So in 7 days, it's around 14 hours. They are doing the study of writing the answers, research and all that around 7 to 8 hours. Balance 7 to 8 hours, they have been asked to read some materials which has been given to them, to read pre-seen material 2-3 times, something they can revise. That I have said. I am not asking their age that you need to study 5-6 hours in a day. It's an exam where we can pass the exam only by one way, no second way. I have to practice in writing. I say, this is an exam where there is no technical knowledge as such. So suppose I need to give exam. I need to study the same way which I am suggesting you. There is no question that I have knowledge. I also need to study in writing. I need to practice the mock questions. I need to see how much I am producing within the given time. I need to see from the model answers where I can improve. That's relevant for me also. Maybe I am teaching CIMA case study for 15 plus years, no problem. But still I need to do the same thing which I am suggesting you. So it's not a question that you have a good English command, your literature is good, you are technically perfect, this, that doesn't matter anything. Only one thing, you need to regularly study. Study in the right direction. If you don't follow, then it's sure that we will not be able to give exam and pass the exam. You can't message, you can't mail, I have issue, I could not write the answer. I am not asking 5 hours, 6 hours study. I am asking 2 to 3 hours more than enough to score any marks which you imagine. Whatever you are in your imagination, that you can score. Students have scored ranks. There is nothing like that. So I mean to say that ab aage se, from today onwards, you can't say that still I am lagging behind. Maybe the classes were given, you have not done the recording, chalega. Whatever schedule I will make for today, you need to follow that. As far as ACCA students are concerned, this is the last June exam, that is SBL exam, where you are not provided any pre-seen. The material will be given in the exam hall. So your exam will be of 4 hours. You will read the material which will be given in the exam for around 40 to 60 minutes. And then you will be writing the answer the way we are doing in the class. So if the student will practice properly in our classes, ACCA student will not find a single pain in writing any answer in the exam. But they need to feel pain in the class. They have to write the answers. Don't think that it is CIMA. It's ACCA also. It's not CIMA. The same syllabus. And if you are not giving exam in ACCA for June, then from September your story is also coming same. They are also going to give you pre-seen, and based on the pre-seen the question will be there, which will be 3 hours, not 4 hours, same story are coming. Just that I don't know exactly how early they will be releasing the pre-seen. For September exam, how early they will be releasing the pre-seen. Like for CIMA, they are releasing the pre-seen around 40 to 45 days before exam. For ACCA, what strategy they will follow, that is not exactly communicated. For ACCA, I already know this 1.5 years back, but I was not in a position to disclose that because there was some ethical requirements. Now that is gone. So I have communicated to all of you that there is an pre-seen based exam. So ACCA exams are coming same as CIMA exams. In the ACCA, whether the pre-seen will be different for every term, whether for 2 terms same, like in CIMA, whether the pre-seen will be released 40-45 days, whether will be 20 days earlier, that I don't know. That clarity Institute has not yet given. I suggested them around 1.5 years back with my own. They had certain difference of opinion. They were saying something else, I was saying something else. Because as a platinum learning partner in ACCA, they have always, whatever will come after 1 year, they will connect with us. They will take our suggestions. They will take our views. So that views I had given them 1 year back only. But then whether what views they will accept, that is not communicated to me. Let's hope for the best. But then if you are giving June exam, you can very much prepare from now onwards for June exam as well as case studies concerned. Because you need to understand CIMA student will be giving exam in May only, between 24th to 26th. So when they can prepare, Why not a ACCA student can prepare from today for June exam? Very easy. If suppose Surojit or anybody want to give 2 exams, double study. For one subject I am saying 2.5 hours. So for 2 subjects, it's 5 hours. Nothing else. And you can say Devasri, Atharva, we have 2 students, those who are doing graduation. Only 2. Other than that, all are very senior persons. They are doing CIMA from beginning. But they also know that what I am telling, what I am saying. If they will follow, they can give exam in May, they will pass in May only. Because वैसे भी their level is very high, even though you all are very senior to them. Because they know the case study exam. They know the structure. They know how they need to work, they need to perform, they need to submit the answers. So I am not in having any tension that Devasri or Atharva will not be passing the exam. मेरे को कोई टेंशन ही नहीं है. Maybe somebody will say that, sir, I have not yet done E3, P3, F3, sir. अगर हम लोग मैनेजमेंट केस स्टडी पढ़े, कौन सा इतना E2, P2, F2 पढ़ लिए थे, उतना ज्यादा डिटेल में. तो आप, सिंस आप किड्स हैं, आप ग्रेजुएशन लेवल पे हैं, आपको थोड़ा अच्छे से पढ़ना चाहिए. बिकॉज अदर स्टूडेंट्स आर वेरी सीनियर, they had studied in their life those technical portions. So those who are 12 pass out, undergraduates, they should be studying subjects thoroughly. Not for exam, for their personal knowledge, for their practical knowledge. But जो ACs, माने those who are chartered accountants, those who are CMA qualified and all that, उन लोगों के लिए वो सब चीज उतना टेक्निकल वो पढ़े हुए हैं वो सब. अब technicality, suppose I can remember more than you, because I am regularly studying technical aspects daily. For that reason, it is in memory. If you will study the same thing daily, it will be in your memory also. It's not that I am having a better brain than you. It's just that the habit. Whatever you are doing daily, that will be there in your brain. How it will go out? Because we are human beings. But Devasri and Atharva should be doing E3, P3, F3, full detail study, not from the purpose of exam, but for their practical knowledge. Because they had not studied in any other course those areas. But those who are ACCA, CIMA students with the exemption route and all that, if the subject is exempt, no problem. You know that subject. For that reason, it is exempt. Some technicalities are there which we will cover in the case study classes anyhow. So going forward, for everybody, whether it's a CIMA or whether you are a ACCA student, this is our study plan. Everybody needs to follow this. If you want to pass the exam, if you want to give the exam, if you want to score good marks in ACCA or CIMA, whatever. Today is the 8th April. We are going to understand the exam pattern and we will start discussing the pre-scene material. Today, I will not be able to complete pre-scene discussion. I will try my level best. But there is no that the train is missing or the bus is missing. It's there. Time is there. Don't worry. Then 13th April on Thursday, the whatever pre-scene material discussion left, we will be doing on Thursday, and we will start doing core area A and B. What is core area? I will discuss now. Core area means they have divided that. The entire syllabus curriculum is divided into core area A, B, C, D, E, 5 parts. In every area, they are including some things, and the student need to study along with the core areas so that they can pass the exam. So we will start discussing core area A and B in Thursday class. It will not complete. I have written, but some portions will be left in Thursday class which we cannot complete. And based on the discussion, I will be giving you questions. Suppose there are something which I have not discussed. You can do any research, whatever you like. I will say advice, whatever research you are doing, you will go on YouTube. In YouTube, you will go on in our Prakash Saraf. In Prakash Saraf, you go on our YouTube channel. Here in the search, whatever you want to write. Anything which you want to know. For that, is there any video? Say valuation. Say I want to study valuation. Relating to valuation, do anything, any video is there here. Valuations, collar. This is cap collar. I will say, better रहेगा we write mergers and acquisitions. Mergers and acquisitions. Mostly you will definitely find some videos on my YouTube channel. But suppose you are not finding. आपको यहाँ नहीं मिला. मिल गया वैसे मर्जर्स एक्विजिशंस। आप ये वीडियो को देखिए, आप बोलेंगे 2 आवर 29, स्पीड बढ़ा दीजिए। While seeing the video, you can make the speed 1.3, 1.5. So 2 hours, 20 minutes, 30 minutes can be covered in 1.5 hour. तो आपको एक ओवरव्यू अच्छे से मिल जाएगा मर्जर्स एक्विजिशंस क्या है। तो मैंने जो क्वेश्चन आपको दिया, आप उसका आंसर उसके बेसिस पे लिखिए। आपको नहीं पसंद आया, मेरा वीडियो नहीं पसंद आ रहा है, आप गूगल में कुछ और वीडियो देख लीजिए, यूट्यूब में। आपको यूट्यूब नहीं पसंद आ रहा है, आप गूगल में आ जाइए। आपको गूगल नहीं पसंद आ रहा है, आप चैट जीपीटी में आ जाइए, जहां जाना है जाइए यार, रिसर्च करिए। मैंने आप लोगों को जो नोट्स दिया है, मैंने थोड़ी ना अपने लैंग्वेज से लिख कर दिया है यार। These notes which I have shared with all of you, it is not written in my language. This is not my English language. I have done research, my point of view, my research, and then shared some materials with you. लेकिन आप ऐसा नहीं करेंगे कि आप रिसर्च करके वही लैंग्वेज आंसर में लिख देंगे। नो, यू रीड बट राइट इन योर ओन। इफ आई विल बी गिविंग एग्जाम, I will not be writing from anywhere. I will be writing my own style. आपको रेगुलरली ये फॉलो करना है कि आप आंसर सबमिट करते रहेंगे। तो मैंने बोला नेक्स्ट 1 वीक, यानी कि मैं थर्सडे तक जो आपको क्वेश्चंस दूंगा, थर्सडे मींस 13th, आपको उसका आंसर सबमिट करना है बाई 28th अप्रैल तक। 7 दिन काफी है। मैं 3 क्वेश्चन दूंगा, 2 क्वेश्चन दूंगा। एक क्वेश्चन के ऊपर आप 1 घंटे रिसर्च करोगे, 1 आवर राइट करोगे आंसर। फिर एक क्वेश्चन के ऊपर, तो एक के अंदर मान लीजिए 2 या 3 है, 3-4 घंटे। लाइक द मैनेजमेंट केस स्टडी, you require to write the answers by doing the research and all that in your own language, request. Because here I am telling to all of you कि this is not written in my language. ये बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये लैंग्वेज को पढ़ के ही समझ में आ रहा है कि this is not written by anybody in their own language. Maybe somebody has very convent educated and fantastic English language, हो सकता है लिख दे। नॉर्मली हम लोग का ये इंग्लिश एग्जाम नहीं है, दिस इज नॉट इंग्लिश लिटरेचर एग्जाम। गलत ग्रामर मिस्टेक एंड ऑल दैट, स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक का कोई पेनल्टी नहीं है। यू नीड टू राइट इन योर ओन लैंग्वेज, एंड व्हेन यू राइट द आंसर्स टेक अ टाइम फ्रेम कि सपोज दिस इज सेड एज 60 minutes, cover that write up in 60 minutes only. Every time think that you are in the exam hall. Every time follow the timing guidelines so that you can practice yourself how much time you are taking, how much you are able to produce. ये सब आप समझ पाएंगे। मैं आपका हर समय आंसर चेक करूंगा, आई विल चेक फॉर एवरी, बट यू कांट रिक्वेस्ट मी सर कैन आई सबमिट लेटर, नहीं अलाउड है। अथर्वा, सुब्रू एंड अभिनव, कोई भी, मैं ऐसे ही नाम ले रहा हूं, कोई भी जन बोलेगा रिक्वेस्ट नहीं अलाउड है, बोलेगा क्यों? मैं जब आपका आंसर चेक करूंगा, मैंने अभी तक मैनेजमेंट की स्टडी चेक नहीं की है। What I will do, I am giving time. कि मान लीजिए I said on Friday, maybe I have not yet checked it. You can give on Saturday. आप मेरे को क्यों बोल रहे हैं? Don't say. No problem. When I will check, I want to check all answers in one go, so that I can save my time. I will read the question. I will read the model answers. I will make up my mind, and then I will read one by one every student answers, so that I can complete in adequate time. Otherwise, if you submit later, it takes huge time. And then there are so many other works are there. Not that I am bad, not that I don't want to check, but time is time. Commitment is commitment. You have to bring commitment on table. So no message, no request, nothing. You can't write, it's gone. Within 1 week, you have to write the answers, and 1 week later, I will give you again core area C and D. You will start writing answers. We will be discussing in the class core area C and D. Again, it will be going up till 27th. The 7 days you will write the answer. Again on 27th, I will discuss core area E. You will write the answer in next 1 week. So we can say that mota moti by 2nd or 3rd of May, we will cover all the core area discussion. Core area A, B, C, D, E. That will help all technical discussion in the class to be understood, relating to E3, P3, F3, relating to ACCA, SBL technical study also. By using those technical areas in respect of the pre-seen material. मतलब आने वाले, you can say around 25 to 30 days. हम तो पढ़ ही रहे हैं. Not that tomorrow there is an exam. Whatever we don't know, whatever technical gap is there, we are going to cover in our classes in coming 25 to 30 days. If you get time, Then whatever ACCA SBL video of November 2022, December given to all of you. If something you want, you can see the video, that also. I am giving some question, you are not getting any video. You can open the ACCA SBL video, which is given to all of you. You can view that also. आप सोचिए आपको आने वाले 25 to 30 days अपना सारा स्टडी कंप्लीट करना है, तैयार होना है. So we can take a target of say maximum 5th of May. By 5th of May, my technical study covered. Now after 5th of May, मैंने यहां पर 4th week 4th May लिखा है, अब 5th of May मान लीजिए. Now 4th May, on 6th May, I will be taking a mock test in the class. The 3-hour class, I will be taking a test. You are bound to write the answers at that moment only. And after this, I will be giving so many mocks which are not related for core area A, B or C. They are related for all the core areas. Because in the exam, they are not saying, this is core area A, this is D. That questions are designed as just one exam mock paper. In the class also, other mock papers also will be given. Then I will be telling you, don't do any research. Now the research is over. Now you think that you are sitting in the exam hall. Now you cannot open ChatGPT, Google, any YouTube or anything. You have to write in your own style, whatever you know. You have already studied for 1 month. So that mock paper you need to solve in 3 hours only. Like in the exam, you will be solving in 3 hours. One sitting you will sit and 3 hours you will solve and submit the answers. I will check those mock tests also. So I will be sharing around 4 or 5 mocks, which is covering entire syllabus, which we will be doing for next 10 days, say from 5th to 5th. And obviously doubts will be resolved every day, every time. Any doubt anybody will connect. But फिर भी ये क्लास में डाउट क्लास भी कर लेंगे. और उसके बाद भी आपको कुछ पूछना है, मैं जिंदा हूं, मेरे को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. My target is to finish everything by around 15th of May. Your exam is between 24 to 26th. ये सारे काम, everything will be done by a regular study of 2.5 hours. Nobody, if you say that, sir, my brain is slightly functionless. मेरा थोड़ा मैं below average हूं, कोई काम नहीं है. Below average है, then also you need to study this much only. But if you don't go with me, if you don't follow me, then be ready that you will not give exam. Or if you give exam, you can't pass. And if you don't give exam in May, the same pre-seen material will be relevant for August. The chances of passing in August will be further lower. You will say, is this time enough? With so many years, not once, so many years, there are around 25, 30 exams of SCS. Students passed like this by studying 45 days easily. So you can't question that this time it's short. Always this time we are getting for preparing for the case study exam. This time, since 1 month, the institute website, CIMA website is not functional. So this time they are saying that for 24, 25, 26, the last date to book exam 16th May. Now you understand this is luxury we are getting this time. Ki I will cover up everything by 15th of May. Then so you know whether you can give exam or not. Then you can book the exam by 16th May for CIMA. सारा खत्म होने के बाद. Somebody will think I will book on 16th May only. There are so many issues. First, when you will book exam on 16th May, most of the seats will be filled up. You will not be getting your desired center and everything. Maybe you are giving remote based exam sitting in home, then also the slots will not be available easily. So मेरे हिसाब से, even though 16th May is allowed, but you need to fill up the exam form well in advance. I will say maximum by 4th or 5th of May, not beyond that. Because when you book exam earlier, your commitment increases. And when your commitment increases, you're able to study in much better way. But if exam is not booked, commitment doesn't come. Like Surojit, you have already booked your SBR exam. That's commitment. The commitment from coming within. I have booked the exam. I need to study. I need to pass. That seriousness comes. Until the time we are not booking the exam, that seriousness will not come. In case of CIMA, you can't book exam now. Because the CIMA website will be operational on 3rd May. So you can book after 3rd May only. In between, from 3rd April to 3rd May, the website is not functional. What they are doing 1 month, I don't know. But maybe some fantastic they are bringing. Let's hope for the best. So you can book your exam after 3rd May till 16th May. Normally, the rule in the CIMA that when the day of exam, 15 days earlier, the exam entry closes. So if it is 24th May exam, then the 15 days earlier, it's around 9th of May. But this time they are giving 1 week extra till 16th of May, we can book the exam. Since all the students are either FLP or accelerated route, nobody need to pay any exam fees. You just need to book the exam without making any payment, because the payment is already done to CIMA Institute in one go when you registered with the course. So for that reason, no payment, just that you need to book the exam by maximum 16th of May. That is our planning for the classes. And believe me, if you follow, मैं कैसे बताऊं, आपको पास कराने की जिम्मेवारी मेरी. One mock we will be doing in the class, पवन जी, और उसके अलावा जो अदर मॉक्स है वो क्लास में नहीं करके मैं अलग से दूंगा. तो सरी 4 to 5 मॉक्स, कोर एरिया ABCDE 5, और उसके अलावा मोटा मोटी 5 तो कम से कम मॉक्स एक क्लास में सॉल्व करेंगे, 4 अलग से. आप तो क्लास किए थे पहले यार, सेम स्टोरी. केवल एक मॉक से कैसे होएगा? कम से कम 3-4 मॉक तो करने होंगे. और जो कोर एरिया ABCD भी करेंगे वो भी सब मॉक टाइप ही है. बस उसमें हम लोग कोर एरिया वाइज जा रहे हैं, अदरवाइज मॉक में हम लोग एरिया वाइज नहीं जाएंगे. सो देयर विल बी अराउंड 10 into 3 30. You can say that around 30 questions. And in every question there are 2 parts A, B, so around 60. किसी किसी में 3 parts. So around 70 to 80 area we will discuss. इतना आपके सिलेबस में E3, P3, F3 में है ही नहीं. अगर तीनों का सिलेबस खोलकर टॉपिक को ऐड करेंगे तो वो टॉपिक सब मिला हम लोग के आते हैं अराउंड 50. यानी कि इन कोर एरिया ABCDE और मॉक्स वगैरह सब मिलाकर हम लोग मोटा मोटी 70 to 80% ऑफ टेक्निकल स्टडी डिस्कस करेंगे. टेक्निकल स्टडी डिस्कस करेंगे माने, मान लीजिए मेरे को वैल्यूएशन के बारे में डिस्कस करना है. So I will say asset based valuation, earning based valuation, dividend based valuation, cash flow based valuation, basic उसका माजरा वगैरह मैं समझाऊंगा. I am not solving any question on valuation like I solve in F3, like I solve in AFM. Why? Neither for CIMA, neither for ACCA. In case study exam आपको कोई न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करने नहीं आ रहा है, लेकिन वैल्यूएशन का बेसिक माजरा क्या है, बेसिक स्टोरी क्या है, कहां कौन सा मेथड लगाना चाहिए, वो तो डिस्कस करेंगे ही, और उसका एप्लीकेशन फिर केस स्टडी में लगाएंगे. तो वैसे हम सारी चीजें डिस्कस करेंगे, किसी को छोड़ेंगे नहीं. कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस है, रिस्क है, देन यू कैन से कोई स्ट्रैटेजिक डिसीजंस है, आईटी है, देन सारी चीजें हम डिस्कस करेंगे. लेकिन उसको वैसे नहीं जैसे हम लोग E3, P3, F3 पढ़ते हैं, वैसे नहीं. फ्रॉम योर परस्पेक्टिव व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड, जिससे कि हम उसको यूज करके लिख पाए. मैं बोलता हूं स्टूडेंट को, मान लीजिए कोई बोलेगा मेरे को बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ना है, आप एक बार E3, P3, F3 का बुक खोल लीजिए, कोई भी क्वेश्चन का आंसर लिख नहीं पाएंगे, सामने आपके टॉपिक में लिखा हुआ चीज है फिर भी. बिकॉज केस स्टडी एग्जाम कोई भी टेक्निकलिटी का बेसिस से बेसिस 15 से 20%. इवन ACC SBL ऑल्सो, सुरोजीत, if you talk of ACC SBL, bookish portion is only maximum 15 to 20%, not more than that. 80% your own understanding. That can be developed when we will practice in writing, when we will focus by looking at the model answers, when we will focus that what I am saying in the class, why you are not writing good and bad and all that. मैं आपको जो भी चीज नोट्स वगैरह शेयर करता हूं, या तो मेरा खुद का रिसर्च है, या CIMA इंस्टीट्यूट से मिला है, या कापलान से मिला है. CIMA इंस्टीट्यूट से वी आर कनेक्टेड सिंस 2009, ACC इंस्टीट्यूट से वी आर कनेक्टेड सिंस 2013-14, कापलान से वी आर कनेक्टेड सिंस 2010. सो वेरी ओल्ड रिलेशनशिप. जो दुनिया में किसी को नहीं मिलता वो हमें मिलता है. इफ अदर प्रोवाइडर्स आर गेटिंग और नॉट, आई डोंट नो, आई एम गेटिंग, बिकॉज दैट टाइप ऑफ कनेक्शन आई बिल्ट अप. तो आपको जो भी मेरा राइटअप मिलता है वो या तो सीमा इंस्टीट्यूट, या कापलान, या ACCA इंस्टीट्यूट, या मेरा रिसर्च है. मैंने वो सब चीजों को अपने लैंग्वेज में बिल्ट अप नहीं किया है, बिकॉज माई इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज इज नॉट वेरी गुड. ग्रामर, स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक विल बी देयर. बट जब मान लीजिए अगर मैं कुछ लिख भी रहा हूं तो वर्ड तो अपने आप स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक चेक कर रहे हैं ना, गूगल चेक कर रहे हैं. तो वैसे भी स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक, लेकिन एग्जाम में तो नहीं है. इन एग्जाम सॉफ्टवेयर वट एवर यू आर राइटिंग देयर इज नो स्पेल चेक, देयर इज नो ग्रामर चेक. तो प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में ग्रामर और स्पेलिंग अपने आप चेकिंग हो जाता है. आपको बहुत ज्यादा इंग्लिश मैन बनने की जरूरत नहीं है. सो आई नो बेसिक इंग्लिश, प्रैक्टिकल इंग्लिश, वेयर आई कैन टीच, वेयर आई कैन एक्सप्लेन द कॉन्सेप्ट्स. मेरा इंग्लिश, माई इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज इज नॉट दैट वेरी गुड. सो वट एवर आई ऑलवेज शेयर, I received from somewhere or I have done some research. But if I would be giving exam, then I would be doing the same thing which I am suggesting you. That you will be writing everything in your own language. You are allowed to read from 10 places, but write in your language only. I will advise, don't do excess research. Ki for a particular thing you are doing research for 6 hours. Then to there is no limit. You can do research for 600 hours also. Only mergers, acquisitions, if you do Google search or whatever, then there is no limit. You need to stop yourself at some place. You need to understand that there is an exam to be given. There is a time frame in which I need to complete the research. So excess of any research is not advisable. आपको कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, what to write, you are doing some research, get some feeling, start writing, that's all. Don't copy this from anywhere to your write-up. अपने लैंग्वेज में लिखिए. जब आप 10 बार 30 क्वेश्चन 60 क्वेश्चंस का राइटअप लिखेंगे और हर एक बार आप अराउंड यू कैन से अराउंड 25-30 लाइन्स यू आर राइटिंग, सो 60 into 30 लाइन्स 1800 लाइन्स. मजाल एग्जाम में फेल हो जाएंगे, नहीं हो सकते. लेकिन फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट you need to follow that. Extra नहीं लिखेंगे. If you know that कि you have this much time in which this much can be written, वही लिखेंगे. जबरदस्ती का हीरो बन के क्लास में कोई फायदा नहीं. You need to become hero in exam, not in the class. गलत होगा कोई बात नहीं है, गलती करेंगे तभी तो सीखेंगे, no problem. This is first thing, the planning and this.